Mohamed Salah is killing it under Arne Slot.
Salah, goal! Outstanding from Liverpool!
But is he ready to take his form all the way and win the Prem again? Well, in this video we discuss exactly why Salah is so consistent under Arne Slot, and even going according to plan to beat his all-time goal-scoring record from the 2017-2018 season.
He's got the big chance, he's got the big goal, Liverpool... That's Coutinho for Salah, oh that's brilliant! These two can devastate a team, it's Mo Salah for Liverpool, it's 1-0 to Liverpool.
But first, let me walk you through his elite numbers since the start of the campaign and visualise where he ranks among the top performers in 2024-25. First things first, Salah tops the Premier League charts for total contributions 21, scored 13 and assisted 8. In terms of top scorers, he recently took the first spot after his 2 goals against Newcastle and already has 13 compared to Haaland's 12. But based on what we saw in their head-to-head at Anfield, it's safe to say that on this form, the Egyptian will surely overtake Erling anytime soon. But what if I told you that the really surprising stat here is not the goals, but the assists? With 8 assists not even a third of the way through the season, well, Salah could indeed reach new heights in 2024-25, possibly overtaking De Bruyne and Thierry Henry's records for most assists in a single season, as both sit on 20. In order to do that, however, Salah will have to beat his worthy opponent Bukayo Saka, who already has 10 to his name this season. In addition to his 18 league goal contributions, Salah also has 1 League Cup goal and a goal and 4 assists in the Champions League. Yes, you see, Salah really is in a class of his own when it comes to creativity. He tops the charts for assists in the Champions League and is also in the top 92nd percentile for chances created. So tell me, if you think assisting 13 goals in the remainder of the Premier League season is a tough task, what is stopping him from assisting 6 more in the Champions League to break Luis Figo's 1999-2000 record? So, as you can see, Salah is making it difficult for the Liverpool management to let him go so easily. After the heroic comeback against Southampton, in which Salah scored 2 late goals to turn the game around for his team, he issued the following statement. Yes, Salah has stunned the footballing world with that claim, which frankly has put a big red light on Liverpool bosses. Many argue that Salah wants a lot of money to sign a new contract, but let's be real guys, what do you expect him to ask for? To continue on the same wages he has right now? Well, that's not how things work in this business. If you're doing your job brilliantly at the top of the Premier League and Champions League, with Ballon d'Or stats to your name, any player would want more money. And I don't even want to imagine what will happen to Liverpool if Salah leaves. For example, even former player Jamie Carragher ranks Mohamed in the top 5 Liverpool legends of all time. And all those high praises for Mo Salah with a completely new manager who is playing a completely different philosophy at Liverpool. In an interview at the start of the season, Salah himself admitted that Liverpool are playing a different brand of football under Arne Slot. They have to control the ball all the time, which wasn't very important to Jurgen Klopp. Not only that, but this is the opposite. In the golden days of Klopp, the emphasis was on counter-pressing and playing at a high tempo. So you could definitely say that in terms of tactics, the Merseyside are a completely different team. Comparing the ideologies of Slot and Klopp are like comparing Guardiola with, let's say, Carlo Ancelotti. 2 things from 2 different worlds. Nevertheless, the Liverpool players, and Mo Salah in particular, have managed to bring out the best in him, even at the age of 32. That's how special he is. Not only that, but this new style actually suits Salah's physical condition quite well. Yes, we have all seen how incredibly ripped he is, but age is taking its toll no matter how good your body looks. And during the Klopp era, there were moments when even Salah looked out of form with his constant running and pressing down the right flank. Now, under Slot, the press is still high, but the Dutch manager sees that Salah is best in attack and has instructed him not to press as high as he used to. This approach clearly works wonders for Salah, who is arguably in the form of his life. In fact, let's talk about it. Has Salah ever been in better form than he is now? But before we move on, we remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That way you're committing to top football content every week. Thank you. The 2017-18 season, his first for Liverpool, has been described by many fans as the best of his career. To compare it from a purely statistical point of view, we need to break down the contributions per game. Well, for the whole of 2017-18, Salah played in 52 matches, scoring 44 goals and providing 14 assists. That works out to an average of 1.1 goals per game. As for the current season, 2024-25, the numbers are actually a little higher, with an average of 1.2 contributions per game. Yes, that may not sound like much of a difference, but the real story comes when we talk about the rivals. Back then, Liverpool were competing in the Premier League with prime Man City. Yes, that was the season they reached 100 points, the first team to do so. Well, to put things in perspective, in the first meeting between Liverpool and Man City back then, Pep's boys thrashed the Reds 5-0, which pretty much tells the whole story of why Liverpool finished 25 points clear of their opponents and why they were just not good enough. Fast forward to 2024-25, when Liverpool could have easily beaten Man City by 5, 6 or even 7 goals. Especially in the first 25 minutes, the chances kept coming one after the other. Liverpool ended the game with 3.57 expected goals and 3 missed chances, while Man City couldn't even pass the 1 point. Things got even worse for Man City in the second half, leading to some disastrous moments when Bernardo Silva had to literally kick the ball away without any direction, just in the air as far away from the penalty area as possible. This was surely one of the most incredible things a classic Pep Guardiola player has ever done. But what about the treatment he receives in 2024? Well, you know, Mo Salah has been treated pretty badly in recent years, especially at times when his form has dipped significantly. He has had several minor crises since arriving at Anfield, and the critics have never been kind to him. He has been treated badly for 2 other reasons, the first being his strained relationship with Klopp and Mane. When it comes to Mane, the situation is self-explanatory. The two have clashed on several occasions with their respective national teams. But that's not all. Salah has been heavily criticised for being too selfish on the pitch in situations where he could have passed to his Senegalese teammate, but instead chose to shoot. This happened on a number of occasions during their time at Anfield, particularly in the last year and a half before Mane's move to Bayern Munich. Interestingly, the two were actually very close when Salah arrived, but as time went on, Mane began to feel overshadowed and underappreciated. As for Mo's relationship with Klopp, it has flown under the radar, but the two have actually never been close. Yes, they have always had respect for each other, but they have never had a warm relationship. The Egyptian is also said to have questioned Klopp's coaching methods on several occasions during the 7 years they worked together. Well, all this is probably another reason for Salah's previously unseen form this season. He feels fresh both physically and mentally. You know, there is always that tension when you work with the same people over a period of time. This is not to say that Salah harbours any ill feelings towards Klopp, but perhaps it was just that Arne Slot, as a new figure on the Liverpool bench, brought a new aura, a new energy to the team. So right now we are seeing a very different Mo Salah, with a new cut, a new manager behind him, bagging goals and assists week in, week out, and it is safe to say that the song The Egyptian King is getting louder and louder at Anfield every time Salah makes one of his special moves on the pitch. I'm still thinking about that pass he made for Cody Gakpo against Man City. The ball went through the perfect corridor for the Dutchman to bury in the net, far enough away from both Ortega and Ruben Dias to be cleared away, and right on Gakpo's foot for an easy finish. Absolutely world class. So what does Salah need to do in order for Liverpool to continue their amazing run of form? Well, he must be decisive in big games. The only time he looked in doubt was against Real Madrid, when he missed the penalty. But apart from that moment, the Egyptian King has been incredibly efficient in big games. 2 assists and a goal against Man United, a goal and an assist against Chelsea, the equaliser against Arsenal, 2 assists against Bayer Leverkusen, and the 2 contributions against Man City. That makes a total of 10 involvements in Liverpool's biggest games this season. So if he and his teammates continue on the same high trajectory, I don't think there's anyone who can stop him. Even the in-form Barcelona. What would you say? Do you think Salah could break through against Barca's high line? Possibly in the Champions League final this season? And do you see Salah as a potential Ballon d'Or winner in 2025? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you enjoyed that one, just check out our analysis of how Liverpool changed under Arne Slot. I'll catch you there.